footage comes from Exploring with Brad, a channel documenting paranormal locations and camping adventures throughout Ontario, Canada. Brad has returned to this particular forest enough times to know it doesn't stay quiet, and this trip proves it again.
Welcome back to this next exciting adventure of camping, guys. We are back at the Bigfoot teepee, Bigfoot forest. I don't know what to expect. Coming here by myself, I seem to get really creepy things. Now I'm out with the group, so hopefully we can actually check out this whole forest and see what else is available.
A scream cuts through the cold air, distinctly female, from somewhere out past the tree line. Brad stops moving. No one should be out here on a night this cold, and the sound doesn't repeat right away, which somehow makes it worse.
I thought that I heard something out that way. I don't know. It's coming from that side again. It sounded like a person, like a woman or something. Hello? Is anyone out there? What the hell's going on? Yeah, I don't know.
He tries to shake it off, telling himself it was probably nothing, and settles in to rest for the night. The forest doesn't let it go that easily.
When you close your eyes, is it hell you see?
Oh my God.
When you close your eyes, is it hell you see?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I thought I heard something just say, "Leave us now." Oh, frick, I can't stay here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
Something happens that unsettles him enough to abandon the idea of sleep entirely. He decides to pack up and leave the forest in the middle of the night, still trying to process what he just heard.
Is anyone out there? Yo, what the hell was that? Oh my goodness, that creeped me out. I don't even see anything out there. Alright, let's go back. Fudge. That was creepy. I'm gonna need some charges for that, for the trenches if I find them. So, I definitely need to go back.
While he's moving out, it happens again, closer this time, or louder. Hard to say which.
Right. Oh man, that was laughing. Coming from over here. It sounded like a girl laughing. Hello? Is anyone out there? Okay. Yikes.
By the time he reaches his car, Brad has gone through what he describes as a night's worth of fear compressed into a few hours. Calling it one of the creepiest recordings he's ever made, Foxes produce a scream that convincingly mimics a woman's voice, and it's one of the most common explanations for exactly this kind of sound in rural Canada. What doesn't fit as neatly is the timing, the sound returning at two separate, spaced-out moments, almost as if it were tracking his movement out of the forest, rather than simply happening near him twice by chance. Brad made it home safely, He still hasn't said what he thinks it actually was. That scream never had a clear source. In the next case, something disturbs a camper's sleep directly, no distance between him and it at all. The footage comes from Exploring with Owen, a channel built around solo camping trips and isolated forest locations. Owen arrives at his site already feeling that something about the atmosphere is off, though nothing yet has happened to justify it.
Alright guys, I just got dropped off with all my stuff, but I was walking just barely with my stuff and I heard a giant crash over there, over in that direction. It literally sounded like a tree falling over. I don't know what that was. I just really hope there's not people in this forest, because that actually scared.
He sets up camp while strange sounds move around him at a distance, none of them close enough to investigate, all of them close enough to notice.
Air mattress and set up my bed. I just heard sticks now. I'm not even kidding. That way. I'm hoping that's just.
The sounds continue, inconsistent, never quite locatable. Owen stays committed to the trip anyway.
And my weight disperses. It's. Is that a gunshot? But once I lay down and my weight disperses, it's. Is that a gunshot? I literally think I just heard a gunshot. I don't know if that picked up on camera. I hope it did. Bro, I don't want.
He settles down for the night despite the unease, deciding the sounds are probably nothing worth abandoning the plan over.
Guys, I just woke up. It's like 2 a.m. and I just heard footsteps outside of the tent. Literally woke me up. It was so loud. They went away though. I don't know, I feel like I kind of want to go out and check, but I'm kind of scared too. I think we're gonna go out and check. I might just walk around and look at the area.
Then he's jolted fully awake by something he doesn't expect, not a distant sound this time, but something close enough to break through sleep entirely.
There's my bike. The footsteps came from like over here. They sounded like it was right here. My tent is right there. Guys, look at this. There's something floating right here. Look at that. That's cool. Whoa. Whoa, there's a moth attacking me. It's attacking my light. Yeah, I really don't know. Wait, guys, what is this? There's some sort of marking on the tree. It's kind of creepy. I wonder what that's for. It's so creepy over this way. I'm gonna just walk around for a minute though, I guess.
He searches for a source and finds nothing. No animal, no person, no clear cause for what woke him. He decides to try to sleep again anyway.
Hello? I'm not sleeping here. I am not sleeping here. I'm shaking so bad. packing my stuff and I'm getting out of here. I legit forgot I was recording that. I'm shaking so bad. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Am I still recording?
It doesn't work. Whatever unease had settled in earlier returns, stronger now, and Owen makes the call to pack up and leave the forest in the middle of the night. Being woken suddenly outdoors often has an ordinary cause: a falling branch, a nearby animal, even a shift in wind pressing against the tent. None of those explain why. After finding no source and trying to rest again, the feeling of unease returns strong enough to end the trip entirely. The next case has an actual recording of the sound followed by something answering back. The footage comes from Moxley's Paranormal World, a channel focused on solo investigations of allegedly haunted locations. This trip takes him alone into a forest near an old mining pit, where, according to local history, 344 men and boys died a place with a reputation locals don't take lightly.
Well, good morning, everybody. So, I've come out this morning. It's just turned 6 o'clock now, and I'm heading back to Pretoria Pit. So if anybody's seen the overnight camp, they'll know where I'm on about. When I come here and done the overnight camp, it was raining most of the night. It absolutely started lashing it down. And I've had a lot of messages off people and people in the comments saying, you need to go back in the daytime, go back to where you were, try and communicate with who or what is out there haunting the place. So here I am. I'm gonna head on out there now. Right, let's go. I am a little bit nervous for this one, especially after the last time I was there and those two guys.
He explains why the area is feared before he even reaches its stories of shadows in the trees, and police who once responded to a reported explosion only to claim they saw body parts and smelled burnt flesh, with nothing ever found to confirm it.
Am I nervous coming on this one? Yeah, of course I am, because I've read the reports on this place. I've heard the stories on this place from people. This is where I've got to go now. Look at this. So they did try to block it off at one point and stop people from coming in to the forest here, but it didn't last too long. Here to go. This is the point of no return. I'm heading in to the Pretoria Pit. I thought I heard somebody walking up.
Deeper into the forest, footsteps become audible, followed by shouting. Then a voice, clear enough to make out, get him. He freezes and moves off the path, unsure whether the words were meant for him.
Shouting. Then I heard one of them shouting, get him. So I've moved into the forest thinking, oh shit, they know I'm here. Are they on about me? And then I heard a bit of a scuffle. Then some shouting, and then you could literally hear somebody getting punched. And you could tell they were having a proper scuffle out there. So I've come deep into this bit of the forest here, just to lay low. Is that here good? Oh no, I think that's a dog barking. Sound like a dog barking. Yeah, I don't want to be involved with anything like that.
When it goes quiet again, the silence feels heavier than before, the kind that makes even small sounds feel amplified. He notes that this forest feels dangerous not only because of what might be paranormal, but because of what might be human.
Okay. It seems to be reasonably quiet now. Not heard heard anybody for a good 20 minutes. I just sat back there just waiting. Literally just sat on the log backside and everything's piss wet through because it's been raining for the past couple of days and it heavily poured it down yesterday and the day before, so I have heard people build like dens, camp out here, mainly on the weekends. But let's get to where I camped when I was out here on my own, when I've done my solo camp. And we'll do a bit of an investigation.
He describes something brushing against his face repeatedly, like spider webs that aren't actually there. He checks. Nothing. The sensation continues regardless.
3-4 times then. I thought I walked through a cobweb. Then it happened again. Then it happened again. It keeps feeling like I'm walking through a cobweb, but there's nothing on my face.
Short, cold words come through his recording device. One voice claims it likes to hurt people. Another tells him to leave.
It likes to hurt people.
What likes to hurt people? The devil's chair? It has been reports. That's what it does. You sit on this chair. There's loads of stories. And when I looked it up on the internet, there's stories all over the world of a devil's chair and so and so. So it could just be a local myth, to be honest. But it'd be great if just walking out here and come over some weird chair in the forest and then just to randomly sit on it to see what happens. Something that happens every day, I suppose, isn't it? I literally stopped recording just to try and find my bearings because I was so focused on just talking to Spirit Talker that I forgot to take notice of where I was walking. And it literally said, sitting in, what we're on about? Devil's chair? Sitting. Because there's been multiple reports.
He doesn't shout. He doesn't run. But his voice noticeably changes as he responds.
Chair in this forest. And if there is, can you tell me whereabouts it is? Leave now. Right, so I've moved on from that part.
A final message comes through, unmistakably clear. Leave now.
I'm looking over the mine shaft where 344 men and boys lost their lives in a disaster. Do you want to come and speak to me? Let me hear your voice. Make a noise. So I know you're here, you're present.
He turns back toward the pit, saying some places don't need darkness to feel dangerous, they simply remember what happened there. The shouted "get him" could easily belong to other people in the forest that night, whether trespassers, hunters, or locals aware of the area's reputation and unwilling to be seen. Recording devices used for EEP sessions are also known to pick up radio interference, environmental noise, and pattern-seeking artifacts that can resemble words. Neither explanation accounts cleanly for a message that directly matches the situation he was in at that exact moment. The next one delivers its scream almost immediately and stops just as fast. Footage comes from Big Dill, a channel known for chasing down unexplained sounds and sightings reported by viewers and other creators. This particular night began with curiosity rather than fear, a loud, eerie scream from a nearby forest. Investigated rather than avoided.
At the ridge line right now, about where the fence is at. And so behind this fence over here, there's a wood line. It's about 9:48 in the night. So we just heard a scream a little bit ago. I don't know if you could see past this, but so behind this where I'm pointing right now, there's a forest back there, and that's a pretty big forest. It's a state park. So there's nothing that's back there, and it's protected, so I don't know. But we're back here, and there's this fence right here that protects my friend's yard, where we're at now. And from that, I don't know what you'd call this, but there's a pasture right here with a bunch of trees. You can't really see them. I don't know if you can see that tree or not. Can you see that tree right there, that fern, right there? That's a fern, and then there's a bunch of other ferns all around. And it gets more dense as you go back. But what happens is this creature comes up against this fence, and it jumps this fence. And it was standing, we think, right in this where I'm standing right now. And my friend's inside right now, but I'm getting this footage. And did you just fucking hear that? That was fucking it. Oh. Fuck this, I'm out.
He heads toward the sound instead of away from it, camera rolling, driven more by wanting proof than by bravery. The scream comes again, and this time he manages to capture it clearly. It's enough to send him retreating quickly, no longer interested in finding out what made it. A scream at this volume and pitch is consistent with several known wildlife calls, particularly foxes and certain owl species under specific conditions. What's harder to place is the exact tone reported by viewers who reviewed the clip closer to distress than to any typical territorial or mating call most forest animals produce. He got the recording he came for. He never went back to find out what made it. The final case takes much longer to build and never fully resolves. Footage comes from Dark Arts TV, hosted by Carl, whose channel documents camping trips at locations tied to unexplained phenomena. This visit takes him and his friend Dan back to the Roswell Forest, an area already known locally for UFO sightings.
I was talking at the same time, and so was you. So I don't know where it came from.
You heard an echo?
Yeah.
There's no... Hello?
Well, it sounds like almost like a duck. But ducks don't echo.
It's a bit weird, man.
Let's get to base camp.
It's a little bit strange, isn't it? So, just heard like some weird echo thing when we was talking. Honestly, I can convey like the feelings right now. This place is just like really unusual. That rumble? Yeah.
Why don't you have that on all the time?
I ain't got enough battery for that, man.
I'd feel a lot better if you had the bright light on.
Yeah, it'll soon die, that's the problem.
Things we have panel lights. We've got loads of panel lights. We just need that for travelling through here.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if anything crank happens and is like high energy, it'll just drain the battery and we've got to get out of here in pitch blackness, which I'm not going for.
No, I've got power banks.
Yeah, but it would drain that as well, man.
No, you never had that.
Think about it, man, we're doing with aliens right now. 20-25 minutes. And then we're in the thick of it. It's pretty hard going, this. Got to go all the way down there still.
Strange noises begin echoing from deeper in the woods, filling the campsite with a growing sense of unease. They sit quietly at first, hoping it passes on its own. It doesn't.
Uncle fall and make yourself known to us.
What the hell was that? Bro.
Dude, what the fuck was that? No, seriously, what the
I know,
fuck was
I
that,
know.
bro?
You definitely got that on the audio. Definitely. That was damn loud.
Mate, I've got goosebumps.
That was loud.
What the fucking hell was that? Hey, now I'm freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, me too. The worst thing is we didn't bring any weapons.
No. That's what I
That was loud, that, bro.
That was real loud.
Whatever made that was a sizable mass.
Yeah.
Because that was an echo. Quite a big echo.
The noises don't fade, they intensify, and the sense that something is deliberately observing their camp becomes harder to ignore. Unable to pinpoint a source, and increasingly on edge, Carl and Dan gather their gear and make a fast exit from the forest. Isolated forests naturally produce a range of ambient sounds after dark, and known UFO sighting locations often attract heightened suspicion that colors how those sounds get interpreted. It's harder to fully explain as ordinary wildlife activity alone. Neither Carl nor Dan has offered a clearer explanation since. The recording ends with them driving away, the source of the noise never identified. 5 different forests, 5 different nights. Every one of these recordings could have an ordinary explanation: an animal, another person, interference on a recording device. What none of them fully resolve is the same pattern, a sound with no visible source, arriving at the exact moment someone was alone enough to hear it clearly. Which of these 5 sounds felt the hardest to explain away as wildlife? If you want more carefully examined recordings like this, subscribe for the next set of unexplained encounters.